We can add documents to Time Matters manually and through a document management system. Saving documents using a consistent naming convention and storing them in a standardized directory is essential to keeping our documents organized. Instead of relying on users to always name a document correctly and place it in the appropriate folder, we can activate the Auto Name feature to automate that process. Let's see how it works. From File, we select Setup, General, and Program Level Setup. Then go to Forms and select a form type of Documents. Let's click the Set Form Options button. Auto Name should be enabled by default, but if not, we should check it. Then click the Advanced button. On the Document Auto Name Options window, we specify the directories and file names to use when creating new documents. In the top section, let's pick the primary location to store the documents. This location may already be set in the Time Matters database configuration file, or it can be entered here. We can view the configuration file from the File menu by selecting Utilities, then File Location. The network path to the shared files directory is shown. When it is printed on documents, the named path is replaced by an ampersand. If the documents should be stored in another location, we could select the Use This Folder option, and then use the Lookup button to browse for the directory. When manually selecting a folder, we must make sure it is a shared folder that all of our users can access on the network. For this example, let's cancel and use the configuration file location. Within the primary folder, indicate what formula to use when creating subfolders or subdirectory names. Simply put, we tell the program to create the directory path using information contained in certain fields in the Time Matters database. The first folder created uses the client name, but we could choose another field like client number if we want to change it. Then Time Matters creates subfolders based on the name of each of the client's matters. Again, we could change this to another field like matter number if needed. We can also set up additional subdirectories. For instance, we can add another level to separate matter documents according to the year they were created. We can also create a formula to name a file. The document form contains some user-defined fields. The User For field is used as a link between Time Matters and the document management system, so it is listed first in the predefined formula. We could choose another field to use for the document name, but we'll leave it to keep that link intact. Other information can also be added as part of the name. Let's add client number and matter reference. After the directory and file naming formula is set, let's save the changes. Then click OK to save the document form changes, and return to the Program Level Setup window. Now that you know how to configure autonames, you can learn more about creating documents using autonames by selecting that lesson.